Hey, everybody. I don't know about you, but we're less than 2 weeks into this whole shelter in place thing, and I'm ready already to get life back to normal. I want to be back to my regular routine. I want to be able to go out to eat. I want to be able to go to the store without fear. I want to be able to go to work, have everything normal again. But that is just not the way it is right now, is it? And we just heard from our president last night saying that it's going to be until the end of April, at least, when we still have this shelter in place mandate, which means less interaction with people personally, less of the regular routine that we're used to. It just feels like a lot of our lives has been put on hold, some things taken away from us. And I think it's best at times like that we turn to God, we turn to what God has said. So, uh, what I believe is that He's spoken to us in the Bible, in the scriptures, what we call the Word of God. And so, I would like to turn to the Word of God and see what He says. Interestingly, I'd like to turn to a less familiar book of the Bible. It's called Lamentations, written by Jeremiah. It's in the Old Testament. And you would find it right between Jeremiah and Ezekiel. But I would really encourage you not to read the entire book of Lamentations right now because it could be really discouraging. But I want to focus in on just a couple verses from Lamentations chapter 3. In the book of Lamentations, the prophet Jeremiah is lamenting. That's why it's called Lamentations. He's lamenting all that has been lost. He's looking over the city of Jerusalem, which has been destroyed, everything leveled. What he knew and what he loved and cherished and what the people of God cherished has been destroyed. It's left in ruins. And Jeremiah says in Lamentations chapter 3, I remember my affliction in my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. And how many of us can relate to that these days? Being downcast in our souls, not just because of what we're doing and what we have to do in these times and what we feel like we've lost, but so much more about the uncertainty. How long will it last? We don't know. And so I think we can relate to how downcast our souls can be, as Jeremiah says. But then Lamentations 3:21, Jeremiah says, Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. For his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. And if you ever wondered where the words to that great hymn came from, Great is thy faithfulness, Lamentations 3:22 and 23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I will say to myself, the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will wait for him. I pray for myself and for everybody else that we will be able to look to the Lord's compassions, his mercy that is new every morning. It is new every day. God is not unaware of what's happening right now. God is not unaware of your concerns and your uncertainty and your fears. My prayer is that we would all be able to put our hope and our trust in the God who is compassionate, gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love for us, and that we would have hope. We would call to mind God's faithfulness, and we would have hope.